Attire and Beyond. And I wanted to come live today because I want to talk a little bit about Poshmark live shows. And I want to start by saying I am not saying anything against them because I'm in beta testing. So I'm basically put on there to help them in the second phase so that it can get better. But I want to talk a little bit about it so that if you're someone who's new and you're going to be doing a show, a sale, an auction, you know what to expect. So, first, let me tell you all the things I love about it. So I just finished my second and a half one. I'll tell you a little bit about that. But I just finished, let's say, my second real sale. And I know this is this way. I'll eventually turn them that way. I'm sorry. But I, learned a couple of things. So the things that I learned so far are sometimes, and I haven't written this to them yet, and like I said, I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you a little bit about the beta testing so that you know what to expect because it may happen to you. I'll put in items and then let's say I put in 40 items. I'll get on my sale and there are only 28 of them there. That's what just happened to me. And it happened to me yesterday, so I only showed a few items. That's why I'm saying half. And then I got off because I thought I did something wrong. But then today, I know I did it exactly as it was supposed to be. And then when I got in, some of the items weren't there. So here's a little bit of my advice to you to make it easier in case that happens. First hit auction. No, sorry. It's only, like I said, 2.5 shows. I'm no expert. But first hit where you're going to go in and look for your item and find the item on there because you know it's there, and then pick your item up. Don't pick up an item first. Like I picked up an item and said, oh, like I said, I have all sizes and it was this and this wasn't on there. So I said, I'm so sorry. I can't, I'll continue that in another show. So that was one thing that I noticed that was something that needs improvement. Now, I love it. I love Posh Live. I cannot compare it to Whatnot because they didn't accept me, even though I have thousands of items, but we won't talk about that. So, sorry. I'm not they're holding a grudge or anything. The second thing, and you'll hear everyone saying this, the bundling feature. They say that they have it on Whatnot, which is great. Poshmark is going to be getting the bundle feature. I'm not sure when, but they did say they were going to be getting it. But it is a little scary because I had someone on my first show order 6 items, I think it was, and to have to cancel all those and then put them in bundles. And if you're a reseller, normally Poshmark does bundle. You can bundle when you're buying things. So I'm hoping that they find it easy enough to do that for the shows. So what I did, and this is just what I did, it doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It doesn't mean everyone will always say yes. But I said, listen, I'm figuring if they're a buyer on Poshmark, they know that Poshmark is there. Like Poshmark does have good customer service. So they know if they buy it or if they make a complaint, Poshmark will do everything they can to help them and me. So I said to the woman, I said, listen, I'm going to put it in 2 bundles. I couldn't even do one because there was 9.5 pounds worth of things. And as you know, if you are someone who sells on Poshmark, it's 7 something. I think it's 760 something. I could be wrong. Each time you ship something, whether it's 1 ounce or 5 pounds. And as much as I love that, it wouldn't be good because it is good normally, but it wouldn't be good for someone who's just buying something little and they're buying something else and they don't weigh a lot. So I said to her, I bundled these 2. Once you pay for them, I will cancel all of your other ones. And I did that immediately. Now, some people may not trust that, but if they wrote into Poshmark and Poshmark sees what I wrote and everything, they will refund them. So if you're someone who's on Poshmark, you know that. So that's what I did, and that's what worked for me. Now, I did write to Poshmark to ask them, well, what should I do? I'm afraid I might lose these people. And they just said, well, you don't have to bundle. But I think it's advantageous if you want to keep your customers that you give them a cheaper price, because so this person, it came out to less than $16, and it would have been 64 if had we done it the other way. So that is my second thing. I'm trying to think of what else I wrote to them about. Let me think. So while you're doing a show, the great part is, don't mind me, I just did an animal print show. Can you tell? And when you're doing a show, so you're holding up things, you're showing them, you get to pick whether you want to do 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or 60 for an auction. Excuse me, while I have some of my ginger ale. It really is ginger ale. Look, it has a shoe on it. All right. So I love shoes. You get to pick whether you want to do 30, 45, or 60 seconds, and you can pick any of them. So for me, if it's something that I have a lot of explaining to do, I'm going to pick 45. If I don't, I'm picking 30. Most people said that other videos that I've watched, because I watch other people's videos, they're saying that they do 45, but for me, it depends on the item. I'm also holding it up, and in the beginning, I was telling about it first. Now I'm holding it up. I'm picking the amount, because you have to pick the auction amount. You can't just put it up there. And then I'm putting it on auction. If I know it's going to take me 45 seconds, that's how long I talk. If I know it's going to take me 30, that's how long I talk. I put in. But I also, if it's taken too long, tell a little story. Telling my stories about leopard here. So today, and it's just a very short one, I just said, I told my husband, if he starts seeing me a different leopard from head to toe, just kill me, because I love leopard. So like, I wouldn't mix too many together, but you never know when you get older, right? Like, I wish these shoes were my size. I have on my own leopard top here. And there are so many things that I would love for myself. So that was just a little story that I told. And then I told another story about the summer, because there were some things that weren't, no one was commenting or responding. Now, let me tell you, my first show, this will definitely give you insight. My first show was name brands. So I had bags that were Coach. I had Michael Kors. I had Betsy Johnson. I had Carlo Fauci, I think it is. I had Steve Madden and other name brands. And that seemed to be what people wanted, because I had clothes in there also. And they really were looking for the bags and good deals on bags. And on Poshmark, you can put in higher prices to start the auction than on, from what I hear. I haven't done it, like I said, on Whatnot. So, I am starting at higher prices. But the other day I sold a Tory Burch bag. And did I get a lot less than I would have got on Poshmark? Yes, but it was a quick turnover, and it was still good money. So that's all that I can really think of right now, but I will do another video in a few days after I've done more shows to tell you the goods and the improvements that need to be made. There are so many goods. They far outweigh these improvements that they need to make. And that's why they have us beta testing. So thanks for watching. I am Marigold on Poshmark. I'll put it in the comments. And if you want to watch one of my shows, I'd be happy to see you. So if you like this, please give it a like. I know it's just a quick video, but there are things that I would like to hear So just to know ahead of time. So thanks for watching. Hey, subscribe, hit that bell. See you soon.